What if I told you a new kind of war just erupted, not with missiles, but with energy? A silent strike that could shake Europe's power grid and challenge its dominance forever. Yes, in the halls of the Global Gas Forum, Qatar didn't just speak, it launched a counteroffensive. Doha's words hit like precision-guided missiles, calling out Europe's green hypocrisy before the world. The room froze. Energy ministers stared. It was the kind of moment that redraws global power lines. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel, where we expose the real battles shaping the modern world, from oil wars to drone diplomacy. And today, Qatar's bold strike has left Europe reeling. Behind the calm speeches and polygyls, a storm is raging. Qatar, the world's LNG powerhouse, is now openly accusing Europe of weaponizing sustainability to control global gas markets. This isn't about environment anymore. It's about power, politics, and survival. And if you think this is just a policy dispute, wait until you see the energy war machines now being quietly mobilized across the globe. Beneath the chandeliers of the forum, Qatar's delegation went on the offensive. Their words were sharp as stealth drones cutting through enemy radar. Doha accused the EU of creating green regulations that cripple other nations' energy exports, while Europe itself keeps buying what it wants when it wants. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. The EU claims sustainability. It could just import Qatari LNG to fuel its winter survival. But behind that hypocrisy, another game is playing out control of the global gas battlefield. And in this war, Qatar is no longer staying silent. It's said the world's pipelines have become missile launchers, the LNG tankers, strategic bombers of the energy era. Every deal signed is a new alliance, every embargo, a strike. While Europe hides behind the shield of climate policy, Qatar is firing back with the truth. You can't demand clean energy while draining our resources for your comfort. The air in the conference felt like a loaded chamber, and everyone knew a single spark could ignite a geopolitical explosion. To understand why Qatar struck back so fiercely, we need to look at the weapons being deployed in this new age war, not tanks or nukes, but energy tech supremacy. Europe's sustainability law threatens to classify LNG as a non-green fuel, reducing Qatar's exports and cutting billions from its economy. But Doha isn't retreating. Instead, it's upgrading its arsenal, unveiling next-gen gas infrastructure, AI-controlled extraction systems, and advanced liquefaction tech that slashes emissions below EU benchmarks. In short, Qatar is out engineering Europe at its own game. But that's not all. Leaked intelligence reports from the Energy Summit suggest Qatar is in talks with Russia and China for a strategic gas access, a treat power pack that could corner half the world's LNG flow. Imagine a formation of jets locking in a combat grid. One wrong EU move and the supply lines go dark. Europe may hold moral lectures, but Qatar now holds the power switch. By mid-summit, tensions fell off between superpowers. EU officials tried to de-escalate, framing their sustainability law as necessary reform. But Qatar's ministers didn't blink. With data-packed precision, like a laser-guided strike, they showed how European policies force developing nations into energy poverty, while Europe itself burns fossil fuels wrapped in green slogans. That's when the twist hit. Qatar revealed a new military-style logistics alliance, converting surplus LNG tankers into dual-use emergency supply vessels capable of rapid global deployment. Think of it, massive floating energy carriers turned into strategic assets, almost like aircraft carriers of fuel. The message was clear: if Europe blocks us, we'll fuel your rivals instead. And just like that, the battlefield widened. Energy wasn't just power, it had become a weapon of deterrence. The crowd knew a new energy Cold War had just begun. Across Europe's capitals, alarms are already flashing. Berlin, Paris, and Brussels are scrambling to reassess supply chains, fearing a Qatar-led counter-coalition. Behind closed doors, NATO energy analysts are drawing up resource security strategies, mapping LNG terminals like military bases. Even fighter jet patrols over key maritime routes are being expanded to protect fuel convoys from potential sabotage or blockades. The energy war is now spilling into real defense doctrine. Meanwhile, Qatar continues its expansion, quietly deploying AI-driven defense systems to secure its offshore gas platforms, drones, radar nets, and anti-sabotage tech once used by naval fleets. Europe may talk sustainability, but Qatar is building sustainability with sovereignty and armed precision. This is no longer diplomacy, it's a power projection campaign dressed in green. As the forum ended, the world wasn't left with peace, it was left with shockwaves. Kabul defiance didn't just expose Europe's hypocrisy, it redrew the battle map of global energy. And here's the real twist. Insiders claim that Doha's next move might be to price its LNG in yuan or dinar, bypassing the euro altogether. If that happens, Europe's green policy could backfire like a misfired missile, collapsing its own energy autonomy. The West is watching, the East is aligning, and the world stands on the edge of a new era where pipelines replace battlefields and energy deals decide empires. So What do you think? Has Qatar just launched the first shot in the energy war 2.0? Or is Europe playing a longer, more dangerous game